When we say we are women, we mean that we are brave, we are strong, we are capable, we are unique, we are woman to woman.
Good afternoon, South Africa. Good afternoon, Africa. Very special month ahead of us because it is International Women's Month. And whatever is related to women, we are in, isn't that?
Yes,
Indeed,
we are.
Good afternoon to you, girls. That's why we bring a special team today, because the topic is about being strong. How can we celebrate International Women's Day this coming Sunday, not understanding the potential that we have, but how to use that potential in the right way? So I don't want to give much at this moment, but I'm going to ask them, always putting them in the hot seat, to define for them what is a strong woman in 1 or 2 words.
For me, it is endurance.
She's persistent.
Resilient.
Endurance, persistent, and resilience. So I think I have, for me, the source of when she needs to practice all of that.
Yes.
A strong woman will only know if she is strong or will become strong when she is confronted by challenges. We all need to make a decision in line of challenges. Either we find strength, or we give in, or give up. But better than giving definitions, I think we have been privileged enough for the past shows to have right here in this very same studio women who set an example for us. They relived their stories. They drew tears from us while they were speaking the strong, and we were shocked, and it was a lesson. So I think that to define what is to be a strong woman, we need to relive some of those stories.
Yes, and they also prove they are a living testimony, like a living proof, to say to everyone that it is possible. You can rise above the battles, the challenges, the hard moments, and still be the best version of yourself.
They would not if they were not confronted by the problem.
All right, so with me is I had a child at a very young age. He was at a very young age, and the father of my child rejected us both, and he didn't want anything to do with the child. So I became a single mother almost immediately, and I was unemployed by then, so it was very confusing how to raise the child. But God bless, but I got a job eventually, and life started to be very easy, and now I was able to maintain my child, and I was able to buy the needs of the child. So as time progresses, the child started to grow up, and also for me, what was important is to move out from this environment that I was staying in, which is Europa, because I grew up there and I know the violence and the crime there. So that was a big cry in my heart to go out from there, because I didn't want to raise up my child in that environment. So as time went by and the child started to grow up, I got a job, a good paying job, and I managed to buy a house in Vlierhof, which was nice, it was beautiful. And I fought for my child to move over. It was just the two of us, and the bond started to be so strong. With him, he was a child that was never rebellious. He was a child that when I asked him to do something, he would do. I can't remember going to work or got a phone call to say that he's misbehaving at school. He's always giving me great marks. He never failed at school. And I never had any problems with him. So that made me to embrace him even more. Yeah. When he went, he actually left alone, and I remained because I had to start cleaning and all that. And I was still excited, listening to music, and it's a happy day. Child is doing great. And then a few hours later, I got a call to say that your child, there's something happened with your child. So when I got there, I got out of the car and then I just saw someone lying in the street and he was covered with a blanket. And the only way I could identify him was with his sneakers. And that's when I knew that this is my child.
What happened to him?
And obviously, I lost it. I lost it. I found myself just laying on top of him and just screaming. I wanted to remove the blanket, but this other lady said, no, don't do it because you wouldn't like what you would see there. It's a very bad thing because he was actually executed from behind and the bullet came out in front. And what I also noticed is I saw part of the brains there. So she was like, don't do that because it will haunt you for years. What's so painful for me was my child was running and this was his friend behind him. They were running exactly in the same line. But what's so amazing is the bullet passed the friend. He even had a scar because when I got to the scene, he showed me the scar and then it went straight. That got me crazy. That got me like, how could God save this one and take this one? So when we came back to church, the first message, like when the service started, it was like, the will of God has been done. Stop throwing tantrums. It has been done. Now what you
A
need
very
to
tough
do.
message.
It was so harsh. It was like, and with me, it was like, I didn't come for this. I did not come for this. It's like God saying, move on, get over it. I said, for me personally, if I was like with that attitude, you can't tell me to move on and get over it. Something happened. I felt like God needed to explain to me what happened. So that's when I started to pray. Like, okay, God, I'm really sorry, you know. Those prayers started like, forgive me for my ways and the way I did things. But you also have to understand where I'm coming from and all that. And then once Wednesday, it was a Lord's Supper. I woke up 4 o'clock and I went to the bathroom and I said, God, today you're going to remove this pain. Because it's no use, because I was already in the church for almost 6 months already. It's 6 months still having this one. I'm going, when I go to work and I knock off, it's still me screaming, taking out this pain. But that day I said, God, you have to take it out. You have to show me what can I do to have this thing out. I don't want to feel this way. It was 5:30. I attended Lord's Supper. Nothing happened. 6 o'clock, I said, no ways. I'm not leaving. I am not leaving until I feel that something happened. And indeed, it was like, you know, when they say when Elijah prayed and the fire soaked up the water, and it went, and even the dust there, it was like that. It was like a spring cleaning. Everything went out, whoop, gone.
Who is Susan today?
Susan today, I'm very happy. I don't want to lie. I'm just a very happy person. I'm restored inside of me. I'm very positive. My mindset has changed of how I see things. I learned to put God in first place in everything that I do. I'm well spiritual, and I'm married now.
You got a new friend.
Yes, God has blessed me with a new friend indeed. So yes, life is beautiful. It's really beautiful.
What a beautiful story from Susan. Depression can definitely hinder our journey to freedom, but so can rejection. And that's exactly what we're about to explore in Gugu's story.
What were the worst things you had done?
The worst things that I done would be going out at night and then drinking with people, with finding a guy to drink with. And then when we come out of that place, we'd go with boys. So these boys now would tell him, okay, this person has money. So we'd lure the person out of the bar so that they can rob him.
So I'm shocked. I'm shocked. All right. So what would happen? You will go and lure the guy to buy drinks for you, alcohol and all that. Then you are with other guys.
Yes.
After drinking, these guys, they'll rob the person who was helping you drink there in the pub. Wow.
It was a scheme.
It was a scheme. We always came there with people that like our boyfriends. We always came with people that were our boyfriends, but when we got there, we didn't know each other. We'd find new people to drink with. This is where now I met a guy. He approached us and he was like, "Hi, I like you. Can I talk to you outside?" This guy, he doesn't even know me, but he acted with kindness, gentleness, and he even went about to buy me things. Then I thought to myself, Uguti, maybe the guy really cares for me and he likes me. So one day they sent us to the shop and then we called him, he took us to the shop, we bought the things that they sent us, and then when we came back, I told my cousin, I'm not coming back.
So you were not coming back, you are going with the guy?
Yes.
How old was he?
27.
And you were?
18.
What made you decide to live with him, that you didn't know him that close?
I think it's
the way he treated you.
How long did you stay with him?
I stayed with him until I was 20. I think when I got my second daughter. He didn't work, but he was selling drugs. He always told me.
Oh, wait, he didn't work, but he was a drug dealer?
Yes.
Okay.
When COVID came and then it was there, me and my 2 children, and he had his own, I came to the church. I came to the church. When I came to the church, I started to learn a lot of things and to pray and all that. And he was very excited also about the church. He would push me to go to church, and then until I stopped now drinking, I stopped now smoking, and I didn't want to live that life anymore. Yeah, that's when we had problems between me and him. Yeah.
So the honeymoon was over. People may think, how did she get into such troubled life so young? There is always a past.
Yes.
There is always a reason.
Yes. Just as yours, that's your story.
That makes us to go for wrong decisions. Now, Google, walk us back to your childhood. Tell us.
So when I grew up at a very young age, as a little child, my mother died.
How old were you?
I think I was 1 year or 2 years.
Very young.
Yes. So when my mother died, I stayed with my grandmother. When I was 6 years old, then she passed away. Then
2 losses.
Yes.
At a young age as well, 6 years old.
Then I had to go now and stay with my aunt in Comet. Then there also, it was just like, I was always reminded, Uguti, your mother died like this, your grandmother also died because of you, also things like that.
So they were blaming you for the death of both your grandmother and your mother?
So for my mother, it was not like blame, it was just telling me, Uguti, your mother died in this certain way.
Which way was that?
She died while drinking in a bar, and then she was drugged by a guy, and then the guy killed her.
Oh, sorry.
And they had to remind you about the situation. And you were so young as 6. Then your granny passed away. They blamed you because...
Yeah, because my aunt, I used to pee on the bed when I was small.
Oh,
yeah.
You wet the bed.
Yes, I used to wet the bed. And then my aunt felt like, Uti, my grandmother used to spoil me because she used to wake up, wash the blankets. So things like that were too heavy for her.
What were the feelings that you would carry inside? Would you see yourself as guilty?
I would feel guilty about my grandmother, maybe. It's true what they're saying, things like that. And also I'll be very not want to really socialize with people. I had friends, but even playing with friends, I would always keep a gap. You're not allowed to be happy. You're not allowed to have true joy, or to really have someone to trust and to talk to. What changed it is that I realized that I didn't have peace. And I realized that I was living a life for other people, not for myself. And also now I also realized that I had children. I wanted better for them. I wanted a better life for them.
Yes.
So when we had problems, me and him, I took a decision not only for myself, but for also my children. Yes. So I decided to live that life. I already now stopped drinking. I already now stopped smoking. But now I needed now to close the chapter also. Because if I'm still staying with my boyfriend, still he's drinking, he's smoking, it's gonna be very easy for me to fall back to it.
How do you see yourself today?
I see myself having a bright future. I have a lot of dreams and I have a lot of things that I want to achieve. I am not a burden for anyone, but I am loved by the true God.
Now that we have explored the impact of emotional obstacles, let's take a look at what physical challenges can look like.
What
6
was the
months.
most difficult thing?
The
Physical strength?
The physical strength and self-motivation, that is what I did not. You need to motivate yourself. You cannot wait for someone to motivate. The physical part, it was tough. I remember there was on several occasions when we knock off in the afternoon after supper, we are in our rooms, we are cleaning the rooms, preparing for inspection the following day. Oh, I will cry alone in the room. I will cry. I was like, you know what, I'm going home. Other children were going home. They couldn't take it. But me, because of I left poverty there, I was like, you know, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here.
You were decided to brace whatever?
I said, you know what, whether hell or thick or thin, I'm staying here. I cannot go home. Because of if I go home, it's like I'm a loser, then I'm going to face that poverty. Maybe I'll end up dying. Let me fast bait. In Africans, they say fast bait. I was like, you know what, I must just fast bait and be here. But it was tough. Sometimes we'll be waking up in the evening. You don't know why you're waking up. You are chased around because of someone did a mistake. I'm like, why must I suffer for someone's mistake? Then I wanted to leave, but I was having that courage. I said, you know what, I cannot go home. I can't go home.
So do you think that all the injustices that you suffered as a child somehow prepared you for this tough moment?
Yeah, it prepared me to be who I am today, because of after the military and going in now, working in the office, getting married, leaving them. I even went back. I called them for a meeting. I thank her. I said, thank you. And I forgive you as well for what you have done. You know it very well how you raised me, and you know it very well how you raised your children. To your children, you were very lenient. Me, you were beating me, you were ill-treating me. I just brought back those memories to her. And she even cried. I said, no, don't cry. I'm not opening those wounds because of I hate you or whatever. I don't hate you. I want to say thank you for what you did, because you made me to be who I am today. I'm a mother. I can be able to take care of my child. I had one child that time when I got married, so I can look after myself. I even went to the military. I think that is the courage. You prepared me for that, and thank you for that. I thank her. Now I'm a colonel. I'm addressed as a colonel in the military, and there are a lot of opportunities that I got exposed to. And my first degree, I got it in the Defense Force. They took me to school. They made me to be who I am today. Academically, I studied management courses, and I got a degree, a postgraduate diploma from the University of Stellenbosch. I studied at Wits, and I have masters today. And the military is really looking after me. Yes, it's really looking after me. And I was promoted to be a full colonel last year.
Wow.
And
congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Yes.
I told you the show today was very fancy.
Yeah, God is actually...
The beauty of it is that you had a dream that was shattered.
Yes.
But by persevering and having courage, you went so much further. Because if maybe you have done your degree, by then you would be satisfied.
Yes.
Hardships pushed you to go further and further.
Yes.
So today you have a degree, you have bachelor, you have masters, and you have been promoted as a colonel.
Yes.
What do you do in the army today?
I'm in the cyber environment. After basic training, we were given opportunities to choose, because within the Defence Force there are various departments within. I can say small department just for the viewers to understand. We have personnel, HR, human resource, logistic. We have our own military police. We have our own justice system. So I chose the intelligence part of it. Yes, I went to it, the intelligence. I've been trained in various intelligence courses, and now I'm in the cyber environment within intelligence environment.
Your personal life. You have already said you are married, you have a child.
I think she has children now.
I have children now.
Not only one. How many?
I have 3 children. One is 20 years, the second one is 15, and the last one
Oh my
is
gosh, I
10
try to
years.
reconcile, a career in the army plus house plus children.
yes.
You really need courage for all that.
And she's an assistant.
It's a package.
Altogether, it's a package.
Beautiful stories indeed. We're still not going to give you the definition of strong woman, but I think you're already building in your mind what it means. We bring to you another side of the story. Of course, all of us trying to do the wrong thing, to find strength in moments of adversity, sometimes we may overdo. And instead of finding strength, we actually find disaster.
Yes.
We find problems, we find hurt. Because women have fought a long way to conquer her space in society, to be recognized as a thinking mind, a contributor to the society. And of course, the fight all along was equality. But when we lose track of things, instead of being equal, many turn to be superior. What are the consequences when we can't strike that balance? And by trying to do the right thing, because none of them did what was wrong. If today we conquer our space here, we have female pilots, we have presidents, female presidents, we have women advocating for the rights of women in society, we did great things. We conquered along the years. But many times, some did beyond. And what are the consequences?
Nothing is more challenging for the women in nowadays like marriage. And because of the equality, and now trying to compete even inside of their houses. So when they try to be superior in terms of I'm the manager at work, so I end up being now trying being the boss inside of the house. And that is challenge the women on alone. They are very good. As single person, they are achieving, they are growing. And now when they enter into marriage, then we have the clash because now they want to be the same as before now inside of their house. And then we have the problem.
Do you feel the women are willing to have the last word more often than before?
I think so, because we even see it in the family dynamic, whereby maybe, as Silmara touched based on marriage, when it comes to the upbringing of the child, she will decide what she thinks is best. And it's not that we're saying silence yourself, but we're saying if you're in a marriage, a healthy, balanced marriage, your husband has a voice, you also have a voice, but the two of you need to come together. But because women tend to say, no, you are not going to do things that way, I am going to be the one that says, this is what the kids are going to do. This is how we're going to run the house. This is what we're going to eat. And she ends up forgetting to consider the people that are in that family aspect. And as Silmara said, that sometimes derives from her being the boss at work. And even at work, she doesn't know how to properly handle it, because when she comes in, When she sees people scattering away in the corridors, she thinks, yes, they are respecting me, I am empowered. But actually, no, you actually are too superior and people can't relate to you any longer because they're trying to say, of course, we know their careers and their fields where women have to prove themselves even double. They have to do more work than a man to prove her existence there. And she wants to validify, like, this is why I have this position. However, when she doesn't know how to properly harness it, she ends up actually being the person that people are running away from her because she's unhinged. It's my rules, my word. If it's not my word, then I'm going to fire you. I'm going to discipline you. I'm going to show you who's in charge. And that is sad because that's not the idea, I believe, the past women fought for. They just wanted to be recognized. But today she's not recognized. She's not actually at times even recognizing other women that are around her.
And we also see in a corporate world, as Precious touched based on it, that they try to prove a point way too much. And in the process, they even oppress others. Like those that are working under them, they oppress them and they impose their insecurities on others. So it's not even about, leading the team or leading that particular organization. It will be about, overworking, and they overburden themselves because it's all about proving a point. I want to show them that I can. I want to show them that I'm capable, of which you're supposed to take that responsibility as it is, not proving a point or not having any ill intentions, because you will end up overburdening yourself and you will even end up neglecting other areas of your life. You will be working hard, of course, climbing the ladder, but at the other hand, raising your absent mother. You are an absent mother. The kids, they don't know who you are because you don't have time to spend with them. You go in the morning, you come back at night because it's all about making it. Even at times proving a point to who? Maybe even family members and colleagues, male colleagues, to show them.
Sometimes it is to prove a point to herself.
Yes.
Because one of the things that you mentioned, and I see is the greatest challenge for women today, because we have the opportunity to have so much. We can study, we can work, we can get married, we can have kids, we can invest in talents, we can go to the gym. They try to have the best of every world, getting lost in it. So they gave so much at the workplace, to the kids, to the husband, in school. They don't know who they are anymore. And they get a format of interacting. In the same way she interacts at the workplace, she will interact with the husband, she will interact with the kids, she will interact with teachers. And when she has already her plate full, she's not able to stop and say, that's the limit. I don't know who I am anymore. I don't remember when I have last gone to the doctor, when I have taken a moment to read a book, to watch a movie, to sit down with my child and talk, because she has so much. Still, if there is an opportunity out there, a conference, a course, if she wants to invest something, if she wants to go out with friends, a wedding of someone, she will jump in, not realizing that in the effort of conquering, she is over-conquering things, but losing herself.
And I'm thinking of who maybe one identifies and she's like, but maybe I'm not that person. How do you know? They love to throw away this statement, I'm always the one giving. People never do enough. I'm always overdoing everything in this family. We even had a trend, I think, late last year of the rich aunt. The rich aunt is the one that arrives. She doesn't even know she's competitive. There's probably a family event or something. She will come in with her big car. She comes in with gifts. She's the one that is swiping her card away, giving people money and all of that. And she ends up even looking down on those who are actually doing the groundwork, the ones who are actually forming that home. And at the end, when she's done with all of that, she's still not satisfied. She still feels like she's not appreciated. The problem is not people are not appreciating you. They are appreciating what you're doing. But because you yourself don't appreciate yourself, the love and the care for yourself isn't there, that's why you end up even getting to a point of saying, you know what, what's the point of doing everything? And she goes to the extreme now of falling into a depressive state.
Complacency.
Yeah, now she doesn't want to take care of herself. She feels like life is not worth living. She feels like she doesn't need family. No one cares for her. That's because she forgot the point. She competed so much that even when there's no one to compete with, she ends up now being her own competitor, and that is exhausting for anybody.
The same way that we had very beautiful stories relived here, we had women that went exactly to that stage, and they were confronted by unforeseeable situations, not knowing how to deal with those situations. And they shared with us here in this studio their downs and how they managed to come up. Let us watch.
I was a very submissive woman in my marriage. I am from that group where whatever the husband does, it's fine. As a wife, I cannot question him. And it is also like in our culture that the woman have to be submissive and you don't talk to anyone about the problems in the house. It's like you don't talk out of the bedroom. Whatever it does to you, it stays there.
In the bedroom.
Stays in the bedroom.
Where did you learn this from?
From the elderly, the older women in the family. When you get married, that's what they tell you. You must submit to your husband. You don't talk back. Whatever it does to you, you don't go out and tell that yesterday he kicked me, yesterday he pushed me out, I slept outside. You just wake up tomorrow morning, you wear a smile as a submissive wife. You wear a smile and you go on with your life.
So what were the things that you went through in your marriage and maybe you never spoke to when you went by them?
Cheating. He would go out with friends, like he would say, I was with friends because he used to play soccer. Weekends, he would go out from Friday, coming back Monday after work. And when I asked him, he said, you know, I'm a soccer player. We've been playing soccer, and after soccer, we had some fun, so I had to sleep over at one of my friends.
You could not ask or oppose to that?
No. As a submissive wife, you don't. Whatever he tells you is what it is. You must accept it as it is. If you question him further than that, then you become a rebellious woman. Then he can easily take you back to your parents and say you are disrespectful.
Then thinking about it now, going into my marriage, I didn't think I was that crazy. It's only at the end that I realized that, wow, was that even me? Because going in, everything was still, you know, he would go have drinks with friends or go out and come back late, and I would I'll understand, it's fine. But I think the issue I had was, this guy doesn't like spending time with me, and I got married to you, so I would like some time. And then during the week he goes to work. But then until one day I actually walked in on him on a call. He was on a call and he said, I love you to this individual. So I'm like, I love you? Who do you love? He was not expecting me to walk in, because it was actually those times where we were still using public phones. So it was actually in a public phone booth. It's like he's winding me up, as in with that time apart. When he comes in, I'm ready for him and he wants to sleep. You're not gonna sleep.
Yes.
We're not sleeping, we're gonna have a conversation. Where do you come from? So that is how the whole thing started. I would confront him. Where do you come from? Can I see your phone? This, that. I started to be this crazy person.
Did you ever hear from your parents or someone that you had to be submissive?
You know, the difficult part was growing up in a family where my father was violent and my mother was taking it. So in my mind, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna take it.
Not with me.
I'm not gonna take it. I am not gonna have a man dance on my head. When I learned in one of the self-help meetings about the will of God, and I'm like, that just releases all the stress and all the burden, because I am one person who likes to literally plan my life to the T, and then I'll get frustrated when things don't go according to my plan. So I had to allow God's will to be done. And as I was becoming the softer person, because I guess he was seeing this woman and it was amazing to him.
Who are you?
Yes. He would then come whenever he's got a problem. He would be like, hey, I've got a problem at work. And then instead of me going this, that, and the other, I would either send him a scripture, I encourage him. Slowly, we rebuilt the relationship. Because I remember December of 2022, he came back saying, now I want to be hands-on with my kids. I want to take care of them. He started now to give the money for the kids without even me fighting him. It was something very simple. Every 20th, he'll be like, before I get up to whatever financially, I want to make sure that my kids are taken care of. But because of also that softer approach,
The transition, the change.
yes, we were building a good friendship now, because he would come and we would chat, and it was actually good. It was good seeing this different relationship between the two of us. And gradually, he's hands-on, he's always here, he's always visiting the kids, and I'm like, this guy, I'm not sure why he's always here, because I wasn't even sure. And when it comes to love life, I was not invested as much, because I was still a bit conflicted whether I would like to go back there, or God, who do you have for me? And we continued until we decided to get married again.
Wow.
And that's what we did. He now understood the importance of doing things according to the ways of God, or to the will of God. And that's what we started to do. And on the 5th of December, we decided to get married again.
What a meaningful reminder of a fine balance between submission and overbearing. Thankfully, marriage comes with mercy and sometimes even second chances.
What were the things that you were experiencing in your own marriage at a young age of 19?
Verbal abuses, financial abuses, in such a way that when he got paid at the end of the month, the card was not on him. He has to go to the loan shop to get paid there, because the card is staying there.
It's still with the loan shark.
Yes, the loan shark. Mashonisa, they told them Mashonisa, loan shark. So they will take your card. Sometimes they will take your ID, because you can even go to the bank without a card and draw your money. So they will take your card and your ID. And by then I was not working. I was just at home, taking care of the house, the children and everything. But at the end of the month, he has to go there so that they can pay him.
How long did you drag? Were you happy?
I was not happy at all. But I told myself, this is how it's supposed to be.
You didn't know any better?
No, I didn't know any better, because my mom it was like that. Until to the end, that the time she was pregnant, my sister, she just left. And left us there with my father.
But physically, would he do the same as well?
Yes, I've got scars in my body to show that he became physical with me.
Yeah.
So we could say that you left home at a young age, expecting to have a different environment, and you were trapped in the very same situation of your parents.
Yes.
How long did you stay in this relationship?
I stayed for 5 years.
And then you decided to quit?
5 years. I didn't decide to quit because he passed away. He passed away, so I stayed there. But the worst part of it is that he passed away. Then his family came and took over. They took us out of the house, and then they took everything. Like furnitures, his monies, our clothes, everything. I went back.
I need to explain, Toko, and I think you could do it much better to our audience who maybe is not from South Africa or Africa. What happens commonly with widows, young age, and they believe that somehow she killed the husband to get the money, and what families do? Would you tell our audience?
I'm not really sure in other countries, but I know 5 of the countries here in Africa, including South Africa, sometimes you are the one to be blamed, that maybe you killed your husband because you wanted his money. you know. So there are those things. I remember when I was in Nigeria, they would say, like, when the husband passes on, they come into the house, they take control of everything. The elder brother would even take the wife as well. It's like, we own you, you are ours. So it's different. In Africa, it's different forms of what widows go through.
I was in a relationship with someone, and the problem that we had was that I had with him was that he had so many friends. And for me, I just did not understand, why do you have so many friends? You know, we're in the church, there's so much happening, you have a job, I have a job, I don't have so many friends, why do you have so many friends? And when we broke up, it was like shocking for most people, because we're like the perfect couple, you know, the perfect couple. And so why did you guys break up? We're expecting you guys to get married. And when I explained to some people, they really did not understand. They were like, no, Precious, that's something small. But for me, I was already thinking ahead. And I was thinking, I don't want bulletproof marriage in my life. I don't want the 12 years of struggle in my life. And then after some time, I said yes to God to serve him on the altar. And I used to attend meetings, and you know, there were things, preachings and advices that the bishop will tell us, stories, things happening. But when I was introduced to my husband and I was told that he was divorced, I was like, hey, I heard about this, but now it's like, it's here. So for a
more or less like job, what I fear the most is knock at my door.
Yes. So, but the first thing that came to my mind, I was like, okay, calm down, don't say no, meet the person. And the burning question that I had was, what happened in the marriage? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry for him, but I'm really going to ask him what happened in the marriage. And that his answer will determine whether we move forward with talking or we don't move forward. So the first day we talked, we haven't seen each other, we have not met. We talked, oh, greetings, how are you? Everything was great. And then the second day...
Blind date over the phone.
Yes. And then the second day I was like, listen, I'm so sorry, but for us to move forward with the conversation, I really need to know what happened. And he was taken aback because I was like, oh, I thought we were going to discuss this when we meet, like when you talk face to face. And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea, but I want to do it now. I want to know now. And he told me what happened, like he gave me just like summarized it. I liked the way that he said it. I liked the way that he was not blaming the other third party. Okay, we got married. Everything is so great. He was an individual who was very efficient. You know, he would, in the house, he would do things. And sometimes I'll be like, okay, that's good, that's nice, I like it. And I'm like, oh, it's the beginning of the marriage, maybe he's trying to make me happy, and that's fine. But it prolonged, and now it became a problem. So he would wait maybe for me to be called to help somewhere. And then when I come back, maybe I was just there for 2 hours. When I come back, he's already ironed. He has already did this and that. And in my mind, I'm like, whoa.
Very talented husband.
This is my space. You are taking my space. And for me, this is not new for him. But for me, it is new. And I thought that it was going to be new for the both of us. We were going to learn together. But he was way ahead of me. There are certain things of the house that he knew, appliances, the names, and I didn't know them. I was like, okay, now I'm feeling out of place here. He knows so much and I don't know. In the church, he was so efficient. We find things are done, it's clean, this and that. And I'm like, okay, what am I doing here? So I started to question my purpose in his life, because he really seemed like someone who had everything figured out, under control. And sometimes we'll be like, no, let me cook, I'm gonna cook. And when I would taste his food, it was way better than me. And I'm like, whoa. There was a time when my mother would call, and then I'm like, he's in the kitchen. No, I want to speak to my son. I'm like, he's in the kitchen. And in the beginning, it was great. But then other times when my mother would go like, he's ironing. And then Mama like, what is happening now? And then like, that's what he wants. He wants to do it. And when I insist, then we clash. Because with him, it's like, I'm making you happy. Why are you not happy? Many women would love this, but why are you not happy?
I'm looking at her laughing. Look at her, because that was me. It was her husband, that was me.
Two different circumstances,
Yes,
but the
because
stories met.
Remember, I stayed alone in my house for 7 years. So I was doing everything. I was that girl who's not afraid to take a step ladder and fix the lights. I was not that girl who's afraid to go and make a cement and then close if there's something that needs to be closed.
We have
Sometimes I will
people
forget
here.
that he's there. He's supposed to do those kind of work. I was doing those things. And then
for
if the
him
global side is like it's not working, I will go with the step ladder and unscrew, put the new one, and then if the handle is looped, the door, no, that I don't like it anymore. I'll go and buy the handle of the door, took out the arrow, and put the new handle. So he was like,
you have a man in the house.
why are you doing the job? People, they will say, I'm abusing you.
Yes, I had the same thing. It's like, I think my mother thinks that I'm abusing him.
So why are you doing the man's job? And I was like, no, it was not working, so I tried to help you.
What we can say now, that your first chance and being someone else's second chance became your treasure. Final question, because they want to know. Is your marriage really working?
It's really working, Miss Marcia.
Do you now believe in marriage?
I believe in marriage for the help of my husband, for the help of the Holy Spirit, for the help of the church. I believe in marriage because right now he's my friend. I'm his queen, he's my king. We hold hands, we kiss. In fact, I don't even care that the kids are there.
Because now the kids are a bit grown up, huh?
They've grown up.
They're adults.
My boy now is in a university in Cape Town. We just come back home now.
Look at the difference, and that is the treasure all about.
Yes.
Coming from a broken marriage, now they have what it is to be married in you guys. So they have a reference in you guys for their own life. And they would not have that reference if not, you would not have the second chance.
It's beautiful, you know, especially when both of you work on the marriage, because he had to take a step back and to allow me to actually help him. And now he realizes that, oh, I don't have to do all of those things. I do them and I love doing those things.
We see that with the help of God, they managed to overpower what was overpowering them.
Yes.
But it's not a majority, we must say. So maybe it's best that we understand where we should not put ourselves into.
Yes.
Because we may not find the way out. So we're happy for the many who come here to testify, but we said for those, maybe like you and others, who are still struggling, not finding the way out, we have prepared to you problems commonly faced by strong women. Let us watch.
We talk about strength like it's this amazing quality, and it is. But we don't always talk about where that strength comes from. For a lot of women, strength was something they had to develop just to survive, to keep going, to hold everything together. But sometimes the kind of strength you build to survive doesn't switch off when you step into a relationship. And that can create challenges no one really prepares you for. So, what does strength actually look like? And why can something so powerful sometimes come with a hidden cost? What strong really means. A strong woman is not defined by masculinity, dominance, or physical strength. Her strength is usually the result of life circumstances and upbringing that forced her to become independent, resilient, and self-reliant in order to survive and succeed. Independence can lead to loneliness. While this strength often leads to professional success and competence, it can unintentionally translate into loneliness in relationships. Many strong women struggle to find fulfillment in love despite being capable and accomplished in other areas of life. Difficulty trusting and making space for men. Because they have learned to rely only on themselves, strong women may struggle to trust men or see where a man fits into their lives. This can lead to take control, leading relationships, or feeling that no man is truly on their level. Being usually right becomes a hidden weakness. Strong women are often accustomed to being right, which can make it difficult to recognize when they are wrong. This lack of self-awareness can damage relationships as sincere mistakes go unnoticed and growth becomes limited for both partners. Fear repels serious men and attracts the wrong ones. When fear, frustrations, and negative views of men dominate, serious men often withdraw, while irresponsible or unserious men feel free to approach. This creates a painful cycle where disappointments reinforces mistrust and bitterness. Strength does not cancel respect or healthy dependence. Respecting a man does not diminish your woman's strength. God's design is not self-sufficient, but healthy interdependence. Just as two legs bring balance, men and women are meant to depend on one another within God's order, not compete. Growth requires patience, belief, and space. Men, like women, mature through trials, error, and responsibility. Strong women must allow space for growth without control or humiliation. Most importantly, they must believe that a strong woman, compatible men exist and trust God to bring the right connection at the right time. True strength isn't about doing everything on your own. It's about balance, trust, knowing when to stand firm and when to let someone stand with you. Because real strength isn't meant to build walls, it's meant to build partnership. How insightful! Now we truly understand what it takes to earn the title of a strong, resilient, and courageous woman.
Indeed, but how to overcome? Because the point here, we have already defined a strong woman with the stories of our previous guests. We have seen when someone does not go to the right measure. We spoke about the problems like loneliness, like lack of recognition. How to make it right? Because woman to woman is about empowering you. So how to make it right?
So for me, I think it's self-awareness and seeing the truth about who you are, about yourself. You know, not being busy, taking a moment to introspect who you are, because in the process many women get to lose themselves, get to lose their essence, and they are just defined by the achievements, by the accolades and all that. But then you need to be aware of yourself, who you are, and know that this area I need to improve, that area I need to let go. You know, you need to be aware of who you are, and the moment you are aware of who you are, you'll be able to work on yourself, you'll be able to work on what is needed, and you will become strong not only on the outside but also on the inside, and also taking care of your soul, of yourself inside, because it's not about the physical work, you know, the work, the corporate world. It's all about who you are within. So if you're aware of who you are, you take a moment, you know yourself, and you will also know what is it that you need to improve, what is it that you need to let go. And in that sense, you'll be able to grow and you'll be the best version of yourself.
I think it's knowing that you're enough. If you've given your best, you've done what needs to be done, it's okay. You don't need to participate in everything, because I think the problem sometimes is wanting to overextend yourself. So if you're a stay-at-home mom, you're valuable as a stay-at-home mom. You're conquering in that. So you don't need to look at the one that's in the corporate world and say, she's better than me. Or the one maybe that is more involved in church activities and think, oh my goodness, why can't I be like maybe Silmara, because she's so active in the church and everything. It's been enough in what God has assigned you to be. So even if you're just a member of the church, it's okay to attend one service, knowing that you got all that you needed from that service, and you're going to have now proper time to implement everything that you have learned. Whatever you're learning in life as well, you take those lessons and they're applicable in your life, rather than just acquiring a lot of things that at the end of the day you can't even use them. So knowing that you're enough, I think, is a strength.
Also, when women stop to seek for help. Many women in nowadays, to seek for help is a shame. It's, I'm not being able to overcome by myself alone. Why? And that is one of the reasons why they are breaking down. They are going into depression, and they are not being able to cope with the mat that they accept. They don't know how to say no. They want to embrace everything. And we are human beings full of emotions. And we are not meant to be able to carry everything alone. That was not what God made us to be. And when in the testimonies we had, all of them, they had that moment. They stopped to try by themselves alone. And they decided, okay, they try once, they try twice, and they are not seeing results. So now I'm going to seek for help. And when they did that, it's not that they were weak or they were not strong women enough. They were wise now, because they decided, I can't do that alone. And seeking someone to help, a trustworthy person who would guide them and would show the way. Because when you are out of the situation, out of that problem, you see it clearly. And you can, it's something so small, it's a tip. And that can change the whole situation. So seek for help is one of the moments that you can turn the game and really start to become strong, not seen as weak. Because nowadays the women see, if I need the help of my husband, if I need the help of my child or of a friend, or even a help in the church, am I not being strong enough to overcome my own battles? Why do I need help? And God created us to also have this moment, realize and recognize, I need help, and that is okay. When I need help, when I say no, that is perfect fine.
I want to define what is a strong woman and how to overcome problems through the Word of God, through God's point in all that we spoke, adding on to what they said. And we are going to go to Ecclesiastes, a striking statement of Solomon inspired by God. Do not be overly righteous, nor be overly wise. Why should you destroy yourself? You know that for me, what is missing for women to be strong is to strike balance. Why you need to do everything? Why you need to get everything right? Why you need to conquer the world? Why you need people's approval? Why you have to be perfect? Why you want to destroy yourself? Because in searching for that perfection, in searching for the spotlight, in searching to accomplish all that you purposed, you destroyed yourself in the process. And Solomon continues, do not be overly wicked. I'm not talking about wicked in the sense of cruel, of bad character. I'm saying sometimes we are wicked to ourselves. We are the ones who sabotage our own well-being. because we wanted to do so much. We wanted to find the approval of others. We want to conquer the world. And we forget that we have a soul to take care of. So here, do not understand it as weight from bad character or someone cruel, someone out of the frames of the law. Nor be foolish. Why should you die before your time? You may not die physically, but you may be killing yourself. Killing faith, killing hope, killing relationships, killing the links of love to your family because you decided you have to be strong, you have to conquer, you have to win, you have to be more, you have to find endorsement, you live out of the applauses. But deep inside, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you don't see a strong woman. You see someone who's trying very hard. And by trying so hard with so much, you live out of frustration. So we have shown you how strong women deal with problems, because truthfully is, we can only become strong when we overcome problems. If we have a life of bed of roses, we are not going to be tested. We are not going to see our potential.
That's true.
We saw how they dealt. We saw also how those who didn't have balance put themselves into trouble, so that each one of us and you may take this decision today to be strong according to God's plan for you. There is safety in doing what God tells us to do. When God approves us, we don't seek for people's approval. When God tells us you are enough, you feel enough. When God helps you, you find the way. So we try to be strong on our own means, with the strength of our arms, but God wants us to resort to Him. Why would you die before time? In your hopes, in your faith, in your love. Why would you destroy yourself? Today, let us not only celebrate strong women, let us become one. I'm going to ask them to bless you today. Let us bless them today.
My Lord, in the name of Jesus, we bless each one of them who are watching us. Maybe they are in this situation, they want to be strong. All of us want to be strong, but they don't know what to do. They are lost in their feelings, in their emotions. Now they are losing their family, the kids. And this woman maybe right now is alone, watching this program, trying to find an answer. And you are the answer for all our problems, my God. So we bless them so that they may come to you and find in you the solution for their situation.
Father, I present this young woman who's watching us, and she has always thought that her strength will come from everything that she conquers, or being accepted by society, or being deemed beautiful or a conqueror. But today you are showing to her that all that she needs is to have balance. Balance in you, because from you, you'll be able to give her all that she needs. You'll be able to give her the strength to become the one that will change the course of her family. So we ask that you give her your sound mind, your sound wisdom, so that she does not fall into any of the pressures surrounding her, and to know that in due time, everything will work out for her.
My God, I pray for this woman who's feeling down. She undermines herself because she has been failing, Lord. She has not been achieving much, and she thinks that she's not worthy. May you reach out to her right now and show her her true worth, that is not based on the achievements, it's not based on the accolades, but it's based on her knowing who you are. It's based on her allowing you to come inside of her. I pray that, my God, may you help her, uplift her with your power and empower her with your spirit, so that she can step into her fullest potential and she can live a life according to your purpose and according to your will, despite of the failures that she has been through, the challenges, the problems. But she will be able, my Lord, to see you in the midst of challenges, to see you in the midst of problems, and to understand that she's not alone. You are with her. You are her greatest support. Help this woman to fully, entirely depend on you with who she is and who she wants to be. I pray for each and every one of them, and I bless them.
My Lord, in agreement with all the prayers done, I now dwell in her soul. My Father, she's been so frustrated, so sad, feeling so small. And she doesn't understand that the greatest conquest has to come from inside out. She's trying. She's giving herself, being disappointed, not knowing that the one who will never disappoint her, it's you. I pray for those who have lost their track in life with their connection with you, because they were so busy. They were so worried about earthly conquests, and they detached from the sense, from the notion that the kingdom of God must come first. Right now, Lord, reconnect her to you. May she come to your presence and say, I can take it no more. I need you, Lord. I pour my heart, I pour my soul, my desperation, my frustration, my sadness, my tears. Come and rescue me. In this moment, oh Lord, meet this woman who feels weak. Through the challenges and crying out to you, she receives your strength right now, not only to conquer here and there, but to conquer her own soul, to conquer her salvation. Receive the peace from God right now, to see your problems, to see your goals through the eyes of God, with a different perspective, knowing that first God, second is you. Then, whatever is according to the plan of God, it will be added onto you. Surrender your life to God right now, because the only way to become strong, but to be in control of every situation, is allowing God to be your strength. So I pray and bless each one of you with the strength of God upon your life. In Jesus' name, amen. Now you can seek for strength, knowing the right path, not conquests, not endorsements, not trying to prove that you are able, but asking God to direct you. Another way of being strong may be what has been putting you down so much lately are family issues. Your marriage, your kids, your parents, yourself. There is an invitation for you. Throughout South Africa and Africa, on Good Friday, we meet. We meet at the foot of the cross to pray for our families. You have tried. You did all that you could. Your marriage is in shambles. Your children are in addiction. Your parents don't talk to you. Find the strength of God. You are invited to Amandla in Johannesburg with us, in Cape Town, in every universal church throughout Africa. Next week we come back, and I can promise you, conversations with her is fantastic. Until then, God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Amandla Ngawetu, a movement of faith, a moment of unity. The power that has changed countless lives lives over the years. This year, Amandla Ngawetu, on Good Friday, history will be made once again at the iconic Ellis Park Stadium. as thousands come together in a powerful moment of worship and transformation. Then, on the Holy Saturday and on Resurrection Sunday, we will have special services at the Holy Ground Cathedral in Soweto. Come expectant, come believing, come and be part of Amandla Ngawetu.
The first step to healing is simply reaching out. If you or someone you know needs support, email woman-to-woman@uckg.org.za or call 0800 330 320. Our toll-free helpline offers confidential, non-judgmental support.